While music played on physical media, like a turntable or CD player, will always be popular, the future of music is wireless. iFi has been making devices that serve that future for years now, from digital analog converters and headphone amps to phono stages and Bluetooth receivers. Their ZEN Blue 3 Bluetooth receiver and transmitter is a perfect piece of gear for the streaming music future, and the present. Let's take a look. The iFi ZEN Blue 3 is part of the third generation of iFi products. You can use it three different ways. It's a Bluetooth receiver, so you can use it to add Bluetooth streaming to a system that doesn't have it. It's a digital analog converter, or DAC, so you can use it to decode high-res digital music files. And new for this generation, it's also a Bluetooth transmitter that can beam music from any source you hook up to it. Now, there are a lot of ways to connect physically to the ZEN Blue 3. There's a USB-C, an optical, and an analog RCA input. As for outputs, you've got connections for RCA, optical, and a balanced 4.4mm output. The 4.4mm output is not for connecting balanced headphones, but rather for connecting to an amp or active speakers with a balanced connection. Specifically, this output has a higher output voltage and output impedance, which means it's seriously a bad idea to try plugging in headphones. You could do real damage to the headphones, or even worse, your hearing. The USB-C input makes this a great option for connecting to a computer and taking advantage of the ESS Sabre DAC that's inside the iFi. ESS Sabre is generally known to make solid, high-performing DAC chips, and these are no exception. I hooked the ZEN Blue 3 up to my MacBook, connected to a headphone amp using the RCA outs, and dug into some old familiars on Qobuz to see how it all sounded. Music played through my Sennheiser HD600 sounded incredible when using the ZEN Blue 3 as a DAC, with just a touch of that rich warmth iFi is known for. Listening to Muddy Waters' Folk Singer was like sitting in the room. It's an intimate recording with a lot of space in the mix, so with a good DAC and amp, you can literally hear creaking and rustling going on in the background. Listening to it on the ZEN Blue 3 in DAC mode made me feel like I just pulled up a stool somewhere in between Clifton James, Buddy Guy, and Muddy himself. In DAC mode, you'll see the sample rate in kilohertz indicated by the color of the light on the front, which is always reassuring when streaming digital music. I tested it out by playing a high-res track and then a CD quality track, and sure enough, the light changed with the song. Similarly, you can see which Bluetooth codec is in use when you are using the ZEN Blue 3 as a Bluetooth receiver. The iFi logo in the center changes color, so you know what quality you're always feeding it. I really like this feature because when you're not getting the audio resolution you expect, it's not always easy to figure out why with some other devices. The ability to transmit Bluetooth is a big deal, and it really makes this generation worth the upgrade. You can use the ZEN Blue 3 to send music wirelessly from a source that doesn't have Bluetooth at all. Hook it up to your turntable, CD player, tape player, an old iPod, anything really. And then you can send the music out wirelessly to your favorite set of Bluetooth headphones or powered speakers. I connected my iPad through the ZEN Blue 3's optical input in order to take advantage of the nice DAC. Then, I connected my Sony XM5 headphones, which can use the LDAC codec. Connection was easy. All I had to do was put my headphones in pairing mode, and the ZEN Blue 3 found them and connected. My iPad already has Bluetooth, obviously, but since it's an Apple product, there aren't any options to transmit higher quality Bluetooth. My goal was to play CD quality and high-res songs from Qobuz, but transmit them at a much higher quality to my headphones than Apple would normally allow. And it worked. Bluetooth music through LDAC sounds a lot better than Apple's AAC codec. More spaciousness, a wider soundstage. It's subtle, but on a track you know well, it makes a real difference. The ZEN Blue 3's most exciting feature might just be that it can use the latest aptX codec called aptX Lossless. That's why you see a second sticker next to high-res audio, which reads high-res audio wireless. This is a little confusing because the two high-res are not using the same standard. High-res music, as we know it, means 24-bit digital files, uncompressed for the best sound. High-res audio wireless is more accurately described as high-res for Bluetooth. Music is still compressed, but a lot less so than with previous Bluetooth standards. Spoiler, aptX Lossless is not truly lossless, if we're being strict about the term. It promises a maximum bitrate of 1,200 kilobits per second, whereas CDs contain 1,411 kilobits of information. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because Bluetooth offers convenience that Wi-Fi just can't, and it works anywhere. It lets you create wireless music systems in places where internet is unavailable or spotty, and you can take that system anywhere you go, and it'll work the same way. Bluetooth, of course, does this by compressing your music, and since aptX Lossless is part of the aptX adaptive, it will adjust that bitrate based on the quality of Bluetooth connection, lowering it as needed. aptX Lossless does less compression than any Bluetooth codec ever has, and that is a good thing for the future. I say for the future because as the time of this video, not too many products can take advantage of this new, almost lossless Bluetooth audio standard. You can be sure that many headphones, speakers, and other Bluetooth products will be rolling out with aptX lossless before too long, and the ZEN Blue 3 stands ready to help you take advantage of this new era. While we're waiting for these future products to catch up, the ZEN Blue 3 uses the best Bluetooth your sources, headphones, and speakers have to offer, making them sound the best they can today. iFi's third generation lineup offers other audiophile-oriented solutions too. The ZEN DAC 3 is a desktop USB DAC with a built-in headphone amp. It takes over as your computer's sound card and makes everything sound way better. The ZEN CAN 3 is a high-performance headphone amp capable of driving even the most power-hungry headphones. There's also a ZEN Phono 3, which is a preamp for moving magnet and moving coil cartridges on your turntable. The iFi ZEN Blue 3 is an incredibly useful tool for anyone looking for convenience and quality with the best sounding Bluetooth out there. If you have any questions, get in touch with us at Crutchfield. We're happy to help.